Hi, welcome to the three of my content challenge on the subject of love and relationship, of course, with marriage in view. So, today, like I mentioned in my last video, I will be talking about why I believe falling in love is overrated. Falling in love is overrated. Okay, so there's this concept I started thinking about recently when people say to play love. I don't know, I'm not sure if it's a street parlance or it's something that the older people choose, the idea of playing love to play love. And I started to think deeply about it. And it makes a lot of sense. It makes a lot of sense. Most people have the conception that love had to be something that happens, that occurs naturally, something that is naturally occurring. And in most cases, you can't help it. You just fall in love. Like you are not in control of what is happening. You're not in control of your feelings. You just fall in love. But then there's the concept of playing love like an intentional act. Like for most of our parents, they did not really have the privilege, should I call it privilege, or their own romantic journey, their own love life journey did not begin in most instances in a fall in love kind of scenario. Most times it's about one family or a family member recommending someone, and then the man checking her out, doing his research, asking questions about her background, and if he has done his findings and he comes to a conclusion that this is a family I can get married into, this is a family I can confidently take a bride from. Then he goes on to meet her parents, and there is no much ado after he has done his research and then concluded that I can go for this one. There is no much ado after that. He gets to meet the parents, they interact for a bit, and marriage has happened. Then what really happens is that they now start to play love. Do you get? So, contrary to the popular opinion that love has to be something that happens to you unconsciously, something you're not in control of, real love is a duty, is something that is done intentionally. You get? For instance, there's this movie that was all over the place recently. Everybody had something to say about how awesome it was, how wonderful the actors were, you get. But then it got me thinking, whatever we see in the movie is a creation of somebody's imagination. There was a script writer who envisioned the story, a beautiful romantic relationship, put it in a script, and got wonderful actors to bring what is on script to life. When you see a movie, it's so real, it seems like reality. You get, that's the idea behind the movie, to portray a script like a reality. And then the actors do a good job of bringing it to life. And then we fantasize about it, we dream about what we have seen in the movie. Oh, I would want this for myself, I would want that for myself. But most importantly, we forget to realize that whatever we see that is fascinating, that is interesting, that seems like a fairy tale can actually be brought to reality. If the actors can go through the script and then fall into the character, they enter into the character. I think that's what they call it. They get into the character. They don't act like themselves. They act according to what the script has prescribed. And they do it so well that it appears so real. And then the audiences can look at it and be so excited about it and wish and start to dream about what they are seeing. Oh, I wish this could be me. So it goes to say that whatever we see can actually be replicated. After all, who is the actor of your life? Who is the actress of your life? It is you. You are the main player in your life. So it brings me back to the concept of playing love I mentioned earlier. Yeah. To play love, it's actually like role playing. You envision the kind of love life you want to have. Yeah. You envision how beautiful it's going to be, how intentional you want to be loved by your partner, and you also want to love your partner. Then you go on to act it out. You design what your love life is going to be for you, what you want it to be like. That's why I believe love is real business. It's hard work. It's real work. You can imagine all the efforts, all the hard work that goes into making the beautiful movie. Same applies to your love life. If you want to have a wonderful love experience, it begins with this deciding what you want. You don't just go into a love relationship casually like many people do. You don't just go in there because you believe that love, relationship, and marriage is a necessary evil that you have to indulge. You just have to do it. I mean, probably for the sake of procreating or for many other reasons for which people get into marriage for. I don't know, but I believe if it is something that you do intentionally, you actually want to share your life with someone in a beautiful partnership, in a beautiful romantic relationship, then they have to be intentional about it. First of all, you have to envision what you would want your love life to be like, and then begin to role play. Do what it takes to fit into the character in your imagination, the character in that you have created in your mind. I was going to say praise the Lord. Amen. So yeah. So yeah, the journey of love and a love relationship that would lead to marriage is no jokes. It's no jokes. Sometimes I look at how unintentional and uncommitted people can be in a relationship, and I'm like, God, I beg. I wish there was a way that intentional people would just meet intentional people. I mean, some people bring in half measures, some people give half measures, and their partner, on the other hand, is giving it their best, is giving it everything they have, which is exactly how it's supposed to be. I believe in a love relationship that hopes to be beautiful. Everybody comes in with their A game. A-list actors, A game. You have to bring in your A game to make it worth it, to make it count. And it applies to both parties. You get. So some people are more intentional about their love life, about their marital goals, their marital dreams. They start to plan early. They prepare, actually gain knowledge. It's amazing that in every other pursuit of life, in career, in business, whatever it may be, we actually do set out time to get educated, we do research, we acquire knowledge, you get, because we want to make it worthwhile, because we have a target. We have a target. In the same vein, your marriage is as important. I don't know what is more important than your marriage decision. I don't know. I believe it's more important than your career and every other thing, because you can be a very successful person in your career, in your business, and other life endeavors. But if you get it wrong in your marriage, if you get it wrong in deciding who your life partner is going to be, it might as well affect every other aspect of your life. We've seen it happen. Someone said recently that according to statistics, most of these highly influential people in the world that are big names in their career, who are innovators, who have created wonderful things, made wonderful impact in the world. Amazingly, the aspects of their marriage have often failed. Why? It's because it's the area where you investing that you get results. So if you invest so much in your financial goals, You will get results, all things being equal. If you invest so much in your education, you will get results. Likewise, if you invest so much in your relationship, you will get results. People talk about the movies portraying a fairy tale love life. And I believe if they can portray it, they are showing you that it is possible. You only have to act it out. There I go again, talking about acting, talking about playing love. It's actually role play. So, whatever you want to see in your love relationship, you act it. You act it. I think there's a saying that goes, when you begin to act like something, you will never know. You begin to be it. When you act enough like something, you begin to be it. So, whatever you want to see in your love life, whatever vision you have for your marital life, you can bring it to life. Give it your A game. Put in the effort. That's where I'm going. Put in the work. Whether as a lady, as a man, put in the effort. Read books about relationship. Read books about marriage. Get knowledge. There are lots of information. There are lots of content on the internet. But are you intentional about preparation for your marital life? Are you intentional? Are you giving it your A game? Like I said, the beautiful movies we see on the screen, a lot of work went in behind the scene. A lot of work. People had to study their script. They had to put in all their effort to bring the character that has been portrayed to life. And then we watch these movies and we go, oh, oh, well. If you want that for yourself, you can also bring it to life. Well, our lives are movies. It's just that we have not been intentional about it. Whatever you decide for people to see, whatever you decide to create, you can bring it to life. If you can imagine it, it is possible, my friends. It is possible. So, shifting away from the notion of falling in love. Of course, people fall in love. I mean, there's something called attraction. You see people for the first time and for no reason, you can't explain, but you feel connected to them. It happens, not just in the matter of the heart, even for friendships, for business. You just stumble upon people and you feel some connection that is inexplicable to them. It happens. It happens. But along the line, if conscious efforts are not made to sustain whatever relationship has been built, it will die. It will die. If you don't water love like a plant, let's call that attraction a seed. If you don't water it, it is going to die and fade off with time. So, yeah, a beautiful love life, a beautiful marriage is not built based on feel good emotions. You get, if you don't feel good, you don't act good. It's not like that. That is not how a beautiful love relationship is sustained. You give it your best, whether you feel like it or not, in the good days and in the bad days. That is why it is a role play. You have to get in character, whether you don't feel like it or not. You have to get in character to make it worthwhile. Okay, and this applies to both males and females. As a male, research, take time, give it time, give it time, give it time. Take time to study, take time to acquire knowledge, especially in our modern age. The dynamics of a relationship, of a marriage relationship, they are evolving, and so also you should be acquiring knowledge to keep up, with what is going on in our world today. There are many dynamics to relationship and marriage. Before now, it was a lot easier. It was easier to have a successful um, marriage relationship. It was easier for a man to be a provider. It was easier for a woman to be a homemaker. I mean, those are basic roles. Those are basic gender roles. But in our world today, it cannot work like our parents had it. There are different dynamics. So we also evolve with these dynamics. But most importantly, it's a partnership. You have to bear in mind it's a partnership. It's not a world of the woman against the man. I don't know. In our world today, there tends to be a sort of competition or rivalry. I don't know whatever is sponsoring this gender war, and I hope that it stops somehow, because if it evolves, it's a terrible thing that will allow to take hold in of our society. You get all the embers fanning gender war and all. We have to consciously put them to stop, because marriage is supposed to be a partnership. I think that's the most important factor that makes a marriage work or that makes a relationship work, where we are in it for each other. Nobody is being smart. Nobody is being smart or too careful. Nobody is trying to outsmart the other person. It's a partnership. It's for our collective good. It's our thing. We are a team. We don't work against each other. We have each other's interests at heart. I mean, I believe that's the mindset with which everyone should get into a relationship. It's a partnership, especially a marriage relationship. It's a permanent partnership that you have to. I mean, the Bible makes it clear that two shall become one. There's a lot of mystery behind that. And so I believe, if you are not intentional, if you are not serious, if you don't mean business, don't engage anybody, don't stress any woman, don't stress any man. Maybe look for someone who is casual about the whole thing. You just might make a good match. But I cringe at, you know, having wonderful partners and treating them like garbage. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. Or you have wonderful people in your corner and you are putting half measures. You're not giving it your best. It's not fair. It's not fair. So yeah, for my wonderful guys and ladies, if you are going to be in a relationship and you want to get married, you have to put in your A game. Give it your best. It's a movie. Your life, your love life is a movie. And whatever the outcome, if people are going to at it or boo at it, it's all up to you. You have to make it count. You have to make it worth it. Okay? I think I'm going to stop here because this video is getting lengthy, but we're going to have lots and lots of time to be together, to hang out. I told you I'm going to be in your face. So until we meet again, don't forget, the most important idea in this video today is that love is not just about falling in love. It's a role play. It's an action. It's something that you do intentionally. It's a duty. It's a duty that you owe your partner. Once you guys have decided to be together, it's a duty. Love is more a duty than a feel good emotion. Okay? I hope you've got some insights from this video today. I'm going to see you again soon. Take care and bye.